Hi guys, this is Alicia with All Things Alicia here again with 30 Days of Thanksgiving. Don't forget to look in the description box below for links to all the other channels that are participating in this collab. There's some fabulous ideas out there. Today we are working on some more Thanksgiving side dishes, and I thought I would show you 3 different ways I make mashed potatoes. And mashed potatoes, like I mentioned in a previous video about cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes are one of those things that I experiment with a lot. So what I normally do is make a really big batch of mashed potatoes, regular, season it and everything like regular. Keep half of them regular for the purists and put half in another bowl that I can flavor in a more fun, experimental way. So the 3 bowls I'm going to show you, I just made a big batch and I just made them like I normally make mashed potatoes, you know, where you peel them, cut them, boil them, mash them, add your salt, milk, butter, whatever you normally do to mashed potatoes. Just do that, and that's where we start, okay? So for these 3 ways, the first one is going to be a garlic herb mashed potato. So I put some in a bowl to show you that. And what I did is I made a like a garlic herb mixture. I just melted 1 tablespoon of butter in a pan, and then I added about a tablespoon of chopped garlic. I like to say the amount of garlic, not the number of cloves, because cloves are different sizes. So about a tablespoon, and then I used a ½ teaspoon each of these herbs, oregano, basil, and parsley, to put in the mashed potatoes. So I just melted the butter, sauteed the garlic until it was just starting to turn brown, turned it off, added in the herbs, and mixed around. And this is about 3 cups of mashed potatoes in here. Really, this is one of those things that is from taste. So you could add more or less, and if you definitely want to add more if you're making more mashed potatoes, because you want enough of the seasoning for the mashed potatoes. So for all of these, I'm just going to add my flavor mix in straight to the mashed potatoes and just mix them in, and that's all there is to it. They are delicious. Once they hit the mashed potatoes, those herbs smell so strongly. Like the warmth of the mashed potatoes just makes them like, oh, one of those little herby things going on. But these are absolutely delicious. They're one of my family favorites that I make on other nights too. So that is garlic herb mashed potatoes. Again, I probably won't give you much in the way of measurements because it really depends on how many mashed potatoes you have and how strong you want your seasoning. I'd say this is a good middle range, and it really enhances the flavor. Those herbs go really well with potatoes. So garlic herb mashed potatoes. That one is simple, as they all are. Let me move this out of the way, and I will bring you another bowl of mashed potatoes. And these are mustard dill potatoes. So again, just mixing stuff in here. Again, we're about 3 cups of mashed potatoes, and again, you're gonna go by your own desire of flavor. I have about a tablespoon each of regular prepared mustard and the like stone ground brown mustard, and about a tablespoon of fresh dill all chopped up. Just gonna add that in. Mix it in. And again, remember, I'm not adding like salt and things to these because these mashed potatoes, before I add the mix-ins, they are already seasoned the way I normally have my mashed potatoes. Mustard dill is like my personal fave. Again, you might want a heavier mustard, you might want less dill. You can totally use dry dill. Start on the lower side because it is a pungent flavor. And these are a fabulous, tangy, dilly, more of like the savory, bright, tart type potato. Another delicious recipe. Okay, third and final. Another set of mashed potatoes. This is the one for you spice lovers, okay? This is horseradish black pepper mashed potatoes. Again, I'm starting with about 3 cups of regular, already prepared mashed potatoes like I would normally put on the table. I'm adding about a tablespoon of prepared horseradish, just from a jar I bought at the grocery store. A couple of tablespoons of sour cream. I like sour cream with this one. It's a personal preference. And dairy does help tone down the heat. And then I have a teaspoon of black pepper. My husband really loves a lot of black pepper in his mashed potatoes. You see how easy these all are? These are all just after the fact mix-ins. You make your mashed potatoes like normal, And if you've got a family like mine, they want their purists, they want the real regular ones. Half of the people do, so you just make a bigger batch. Start it that way, and then you just have to finish off the last of the other ones. So horseradish, black pepper. I love the taste of horseradish. Again, season for personal preference. If you really want a lot of horseradish, you could add more. Just always start small and add more in, because you can't take some out, but you can add more in. Great flavor. I hope you enjoyed any of these. If you have favorite mix-in combinations for mashed potatoes, I would love to hear about them in the comments below. Because like I said, I'm always experimenting with mashed potatoes and adding new flavors to them.